Hey, Cross Park. Hope everyone's well and staying warm. I'm doing the best I can with my bald head to stay warm. Want to say thank you to our youth and various volunteers for helping out with the worship service this past Sunday. It's a beautiful thing to see different folks use their gifts in the life of the church. So thank you. And to Will for preaching and for other musicians for filling in. I'm grateful to be able to serve together and experience the giftings of other people in our life together. Speaking of things relative to Sunday mornings, remember, no Sunday school this week. That begins our winter term, so no Sunday school at 9:30 or fellowship time at 9:30. We will have coffee ready at 10 though, so we would welcome you to come at 10 o'clock, grab a cup of coffee, have a conversation, and then we'll have worship at 10:30. So fellowship time at 10, that'll be for December, January, and February. And remember, we're meeting inside, so you don't need to bring a chair. Just come at 10 o'clock. We'll have coffee and time of fellowship before the service starts back in Magnolia Large at 10:30. Do want to beg your patience and flexibility, even as we transition to being inside for the winter. We just found out earlier this week that they've discovered some mold in the willow cabin. I think it's up in the attic, so it's unclear as to the extent of it. But we've been asked to stay out of willow. So, we had a plan to put nursery in there, but we're going to pivot on that. We're trying to figure out exactly what that's going to look like for Sunday morning. But so when you come, we are going to have provision for nursery and for children's worship. And so all those things are going to happen. We're just trying to figure out exactly where. But so if you have kids that usually go to nursery, still come in. You'll check them in the same room there, in that front room of Magnolia. But they may just be in a different place than what we'd originally planned on in Willow. So, hey, Semper Gumby. We're always going to be flexible, always flexible. So thank you for your flexibility, for your patience on that. But as you come on Sunday morning, just know that things may be in different places as far as childcare than they usually are. Other thing to mention about Sunday morning is our passage. We'll be looking at Luke chapter 1, verses 26 through 56. So it's a good, remember, Luke 1 is one of the longer chapters in the scriptures. And we're actually going to spend 3 weeks there. But this Sunday, we're looking at that middle section, 26 to 56. A lot going on there with Mary and Elizabeth particularly. So I would encourage you to give Luke 1 and maybe on into 2 a read before Sunday morning. Then the other thing by way of announcement is just a reminder about our Cookies and Carols service that is not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, the 14th at 4 o'clock in the afternoon back at Hemby. So fellowship time this Sunday morning, worship at 10:30, and then same thing next week, but next week on the 14th, we'll also have a 4 o'clock Cookies and Carols service. And I think there should be a link in the email that brought you to this video for signing up for the Cookies and Carols things that you can bring. So looking forward to all those things. This is a great season in our life together as a church as we celebrate together the coming of our Lord in the flesh to bring and win and secure eternal redemption and salvation for us. It's good news. Hope you're resting in it this week. Grace and peace.